Good evening, this is Becky Christensen with She's Gone Country, and I am here at the North Idaho Fair and Rodeo. It was PRCA Extreme Bulls tonight, and I am taking some time tonight and visiting with a friend of mine that I met when I was running the Spokane Interstate Fair and Rodeo. Been a good friend through the years, and he did a great job at our rodeo, and he's made quite a name for himself up here in the Northwest and around the rodeo scene, and he's got a lot of years behind him, so this is kind of a very special interview for me and for him. I'll let him tell you about it, but this is Donny Griggs. And Donny, tell us a little bit about where you're from, and tell our audience a little bit what you've been doing the last 15 years.
Well, I live in Hermiston, Oregon. I grew up on the west side of Washington, though, and moved over there to Hermiston. Been fighting bulls for 20 years. I got my PRCA card in 2000, so I've had my PRCA card for 15 years. I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of the great rodeos here in the Northwest. Coeur d'Alene, Ellensburg, Pendleton, Lewiston, Hermiston, just all over the Northwest. So it's, been blessed. I've been voted into our circuit finals for 10 years now, and I just found out I got another one this year. So it's a good way to go out, finish my career this year. So gonna hang it up and go fishing.
There's the news we're breaking to you. I'm sure a lot of you folks know, but those that you don't, this is Donny's last season bullfighting, and he's got a family and a boy, and he's going to go out while he's still in one piece and whole and enjoy some time with his family. But share with our listeners and our viewers, if you would, where'd you learn to bullfight?
I started out riding steers and calves when I was little, and then I rode bulls for a while until I was in my teens. And then one day I always respected bullfighters because of the athleticism and just what they do. And so I went to I called up Frank Beard, and he said, "Hey, you're in luck. We're doing a bull riding and a bullfighting school, and Lloyd Ketchum is teaching it. If you'd like to come, we got an extra spot." So there it was. I went to Lloyd's school and become friends with Lloyd, and just started working my way up the ranks, doing some junior rodeos and high school rodeos and amateur rodeos, and then I was fortunate enough to get my pro card and just went from there.
So let's talk about your career a little bit over the last few years. I'm sure you've got lots and lots of memories. She's Gone Country with the CB Cowgirls is all about the memories and all about the stories behind the stories. What's one of your fondest memories, and one that just really sticks out in your mind where you've been bullfighting? You tell us.
Oh, shoot.
Caught you off guard, huh?
A lot of them I probably can't repeat.
Oh, okay.
No, we've had a lot of good times. I just have to say the friends that you meet and make, just like you, meeting you, and everywhere we meet or run into each other, it's just like you just pick up where you left off. And that's how the rodeo family is, and that's the best part of it. I mean, meeting like Tim, and just all the people that we've worked with and made bonds with over the years, and just friendship, I guess, is the best thing I could say about rodeo or in my career.
Okay, and that's something I think we hear pretty steadily throughout the interviews that we do, and that's what's great about the sport of rodeo and why we love our rodeo family and why we do what we do, because it's important to preserve this way of life for generations. And so tell us a little bit about how have you stayed injury free, because I don't think I've ever seen you with a major injury. Maybe I just didn't see you. So share that with us a little bit. Have you had any major injuries?
Yeah, I've this spring, actually in May, at a PBR in Linden, Washington, I broke the tibia plateau off my leg and was out for a few weeks. I got a tore up shoulder right now, torn supraspinatus. I think I said that right. Yeah. I've had broken ribs in Ellensburg with a punctured lung. And then I've broke my leg 2 other times also. Once riding bulls when I was younger, and then once fighting bulls also. And I had a plate and 7 screws, and then you just torn up knees, no ACLs. It's just the bumps and bruises add up. They do.
Well, and you've taken all the bumps and bruises, and that's the powerful thing about the bullfighters in the arena and the cowboy protection, is that's exactly what you're doing, is you're protecting those riders from injuries to themselves, and you take it on yourself. Has there ever been any real close calls with the cowboys that you can recall off the top of your head that had not been for you stepping in, they could have really, really been hurt? I mean, there's been some close calls, but is there anyone that sticks out in your mind?
Geez, I don't know. I'd have to say probably one of my fondest memories that kind of, made like a big picture in the paper type thing, was in Ellensburg. King of Hearts got me for, stepped in for Alan Helmuth in the short round at Ellensburg, and that was probably one of the fondest, memories that I'd say. But but there's a lot of them and a lot of people don't understand is I try to control the bull. Don't try to just run in and save the guy. I try to control the bull. If I can control the bull, and Tim and I can work together, or any other person I'm working with can control the bull, then we can control the situation and nobody gets hurt. That's what we really strive for.
So what would you say would be your biggest piece of advice, or what is it you want to leave behind when you leave, when people think of Donny Griggs?
Just a good person, just a smile, give everybody a smile, and hope the best,
Bull riders coming up, what would you have to say to them as far as stepping into the arena at this level?
Oh, they got a lot of. It's a big level. They're they're breeding the bulls better and better every year. Every year they just get better, and a lot of the bull riders are good though, and they're working hard at it. That's the biggest thing is they're taking the initiative to work hard at it.
So I just have a couple more questions for you. Over the course of your career, 15, 20 years, it seems like a lot, but really it probably went by super fast and a blink of the eye. But what do you think's been the biggest change over the course of your career with the sport of rodeo?
Oh, geez, that's a tough one. There could be several of them. Could be politics. Can I sum it up in one word? Can I sum it up in one word? Yeah. That's the best way I can say it.
You think you're going out at a good time?
I believe I'm going out at a great time. I'm going out at a good time for me.
And that's what's important. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My wife, Tori, and then we met. We've been together 10 years. We actually met at the first circuit finals I ever worked in 2005. And we have a little boy named Radley, and he is 7 years old, and he wants to go camping and fishing. So
they get demanding at that age. You think they're demanding as little kids, but they get demanding. And I remember, when he first was born, and he was about 2 months when he was coming around the rodeos and so forth. But I just really appreciate you, and I really want to take some time to honor you in your career and be able to showcase a little bit about you on a personal level, because I just think you're an amazing man. I think you're an amazing bullfighter, and I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you enjoy your retirement, and we'll see how long you stay down before we might see you back.
Yeah. No, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and once I walk away and hang the cleats up, I'm done. I just want to say there's a lot of great young bullfighters coming along. So.
Well, and I'm sure you had a lot to do with that, and I'm sure a lot came from those that taught you, and it's just kind of paying it forward, and that's what we do in the rodeo family, just keep paying it forward and raising up the generations behind us.
Yep, that's correct. Thank you.
All right, that's it with She's Gone Country. I wish Donny Griggs the best of luck in his retirement, and be sure if you see him to shake his hand and tell him thank you for all the years of his service. Have a good night.